I will show you exactly how to harvest oysters, how to clean them, how to cook them, and the exact spot where we're harvesting these oysters. Heading to go pick up my buddy Dylan. He is active duty Navy, and thought it'd be a great opportunity to introduce another mission of ours. I'm a Army veteran myself, and one thing that we really want to do is support the veterans as well as active duty military. And so he has never gone oystering before, and we are heading to pick him up, and we're going to take him down to our oystering spot. I'm Tony. Ricky is out in Las Vegas. We have our first veteran on the channel, Dylan.
Hey, how's it going?
Have you ever gone oystering or anything?
No.
Never?
First timer.
First timer. So sweet, yeah, excited. What we are using today is a 5-gallon bucket. We're going to be using gloves because the oysters are really sharp, and then we also have waders. And the reason is because out here there's a lot of pluff mud, but as you can see right there are the oysters that we're going out for. Yeah, so we're going to walk down. What you want to do is try to walk on that bed. All this is going to be pluff mud. You're going to sink in, but if you can walk on that little river bed, yeah, it's not going to be too bad.
Yeah, it looks like there's like 7.
But yeah, as you can see, I was here the other day picking up oysters for the sheepshead video. So I would go to, you see those 3 or 4 big clusters over there? I would try to walk over there.
It's so muddy.
Dude. Oh shoot. We forgot the buckets. Dude. All right, I'll be back. Oh, I just fell. Well, I definitely fell. I can't believe I forgot the bucket. All right. Whew. And this will be just fine for us. If we got 3 dozen, that'll be just fine. You can get up to 2 bushels, which is a ton. That is so many oysters. As you can see, there's a ton of oysters here, and we're right by the road. I'm definitely exposing this spot to the world. All right, so we're gonna put the bucket down, and here there's a ton of clusters. What that means is that they all grow together, and what we want to do is try to find the biggest oysters we can and break them off.
Okay.
So if you pull a cluster out, that's fine.
Yeah.
And you can pull them on and then just try to put them back.
Okay.
But they just grow on each other here. Yeah, so the bottom ones are dead ones, like this one, and they'll just grow.
Interesting.
But if you can break that one off, or yeah, like this one, you could probably break that one and this one pretty easy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So there we
that's
go.
much better. This is so sick.
Isn't it awesome?
Yeah.
Being able to come out here and harvest your own oysters, your own food, period. Yeah, so there you go. A couple inches. And so yeah, we're just gonna go through here, try to find some really good ones. Got the mother load, dude.
This is a huge cluster.
That's just, imagine if an oyster was that big, just one.
It's actually insane. I'll play.
Nice. Yeah, so just like that, we already have, 4 or 5. We're looking for 3 dozen.
So you're not kidding about gloves, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be impossible.
Yeah, it definitely saves your hands. So how many did you get off that cluster?
This one I've gotten like 4 or 5.
Sweet, dude.
So do you think this one's dead?
Nope.
I just noticed it has just the bottom.
Yep, so the bottom, it may turn like this bottom one.
Yeah.
It may be another shell. You know.
It just grew, yeah, because they just grew
Yeah.
on each other.
If we can find a bunch that are about this size,
Yeah.
it's solid.
There's a big oyster in there.
There's just thousands, millions, probably,
Probably millions.
in this little spot.
Dude, I didn't even realize that these were like living oysters.
So on this side of the road, you can harvest oysters. On the other side of the road, you cannot harvest oysters.
How'd you figure that out?
There's a map online.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can go to DNR, Department of Natural Resources out here in Charleston or South Carolina. Yeah, there's actually a map that you can look at to see the different areas in which you can harvest oysters. There's a phone number you can call to make sure that there's no toxins in the water. And we made that call yesterday, and it's good. There's no toxins in the water.
My claim to fame is one of the worst fishermen in Charleston, so this is nice that Tony's helping me gain some confidence.
That's awesome. I don't know about that, man. I may be up there too. In the winter time. In the winter time. In the summer, spring, summer, and fall.
Fine.
Yeah, we do great. But you know how it is. You gotta appreciate the little things. Imagine if oysters weren't out here, you know? I'd be going to Bass Pro Shop or Petco and picking up some fish for you guys.
Tossing a line in the tank.
Yeah,
to gain some confidence. Nothing wrong with that.
What'd you think it was gonna be like?
I guess I expected the oysters, we're literally just pulling them out of the dirt.
Yeah.
The mud. I was I don't know, maybe expecting them anchored better.
Okay.
That's pretty cool how they do it.
Well, yeah, this spot's really good because it's in pluff mud, so you can pull them out.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's some, if they're on a hard, rocks like those,
Yeah.
or other areas,
That would make sense.
it can be difficult. But it also kind of makes it easier to harvest the single ones that way too, because you can just use the leverage, right? A little baby one. In the future, hopefully we can get more veterans on here and start building a community around it.
Is that one?
No, it's two, but I think we're just gonna call it one.
Now this is the hard part, getting out. What I find easiest is to just follow the path, try to step in the same.
In the same spots.
Yeah, in the same spots. Yeah, dude, you're just sinking.
Yeah. No, I'll be good. It's rough. It's like I get 1 foot out and then the next I'm pushing off of it. I'll just follow
cool.
you actually.
You'll follow me?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna be struggling.
How you doing over there?
I'm good.
Yeah. He's moving and grooving. Whew. Yeah, so the car's right there. We were harvesting right there behind us. Got about 2.5, 3 dozen oysters. So since you're the first veteran on the channel, man, we just had these made.
What?
I figured we'd give them to you. Yeah. So I'm back home. What an awesome time we had. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clean this. Dylan, unfortunately, I had to drop him off at his house. He's unable to be eating tonight, but I'll show you guys exactly how to clean these oysters, and then we'll go on to cooking them. I have a regular brush that I only use for shellfish, and then I have a bristle brush that I use for shellfish. If you are doing this in your sink, make sure that you have some sort of catcher to where the chips of the shells of the oyster don't fall in there. It'll ruin your sink. So I'm gonna go ahead and start rinsing these off. And now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start using the soft bristle brush to brush all of these for the first time to get rid of a lot of the mud that's inside the cracks and crevices. I don't want any of that mud to be stuck on there when we're either barbecuing it or eating it raw. Look at that one. That's a good one. So this is what they look like after you've scrubbed them with the soft bristle brush. There's pretty much no mud, but you can see how there's some growth on there. And so what we're gonna go ahead and do is use the hard bristle brush to try to get rid of all the algae or as much as we possibly can. And then what I did is I filled a bowl full of water. I put some salt in here and I let it sit for a little while so the salt can dissolve. But then we're gonna take the oysters and put them in the cold water and put them in there for about 10 minutes. That should be able to release any sort of debris within them. And then we'll start cooking it. So I'll show you exactly how to cook it, and then we'll shuck some that are raw, and we'll have 2 different ways on how you guys can harvest oysters. I just put the cluster oysters in here. I just separate them. These are the ones that we're gonna be eating raw, there's probably about a dozen, a little less than a dozen. So it's been 10 minutes, and I'm just gonna take them out, and then we'll throw them on the barbecue. Obviously, I have the best helper ever, this guy. He's always here whenever I'm messing with fish and stuff. But these are the single ones that we were able to harvest, and these are the ones that I'm gonna use to eat raw. And so I'm gonna put these in here, leave them in for 10 minutes. Hopefully by that time, these ones are all finished, and then we can go ahead and eat them together. Oh, hi Louie. Hi buddy. I know, you can smell the seafood. I have a reusable mat that we use for the barbecue, which is pretty awesome. But with the clusters, I want to find the ones that I really want to harvest. Sometimes you'll have them on both sides like this and this. And I just choose the bigger one and I face that one up. Face up. And then you just put them in the barbecue and you wait about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. And they'll start opening up. When they open up is when you know that they're done. So these have been sitting in here for 10 minutes. Time to take them out, and I'll show you guys how to shuck them. And if you look in the water, you can see a lot of the gunk that's come out of it. So with these oysters, this is the hinge. What you want to do is take your shuck knife and just wiggle it in there, and then you pry it open. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it opens the shell. Then you can run your shuck knife along the side and open it again. You have yourself a shucked oyster. And the juice inside an oyster is called liquor. So you want to keep that. Usually what I like to do, because it's hot, is I put my tongs in there, and then I open up the tongs. Just like that. And so that's a cooked one, and that's a raw one. You can see the difference. I really like the cooked ones. They taste, I think they taste better, but fire. So good. But that's it. And until next time, stay salty.